time to get to work. Today, I've got a microphone on, which hopefully that'll improve the sound over the previous videos. And I already got started working, and then I remembered to start recording, which is pretty standard for me. So here we go, here's what we got going. We got the masher. You might notice something's missing from the back end. I got the back wheels off. My plan today is to pull the transaxle out. I'm gonna weld the diff. Here's a good question, I think. What color should I paint this? Maybe you guys could let me know. I don't know if I should I definitely want to paint it, because this is all fresh paint right here where that decal was, and this is faded like crazy, and this is bare metal. Let me know what you think. In case we never got a really good look at that pulley when I welded it up. There's the welds. I did not do the backside, but I took it out off-road last weekend and it worked pretty good. Got her out. A little grimy on top. Oh yeah, there's a good bunch of crap on there. Well, I got her all cleaned up and not looking too bad. But yeah, man, this thing has a lot of bolts. 24 bolts holding the cover on. Let's get started cracking these loose. Try not to break anything. I'm also going to be sure to take note of where they go in case some of these are shorter. Like this one might be shorter here or longer. I don't know if this is full of oil or full of grease, so I should probably prop it up. Oh boy, the big reveal. What's it look like inside? Oil. Look at that. Okay, now what? I don't know what I'm doing. Everything's greasy. I can't get the grip on it. There we go. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. That's crazy. Okay, look at that little fella. Okay, definitely goes just like that. And that's how those sit. So what I need to do is weld here and here. I mean, should I weld all 4 of them? It'd be stronger if I welded all 4 of them, I imagine. I really don't want to screw this up. So I'll have to get all this cleaned up first before I do any of that. Perfect. Now for these guys. Uno más. I think it's time to try this. I'm a little nervous. I don't want to screw this up. Anyways, no pain, no gain, or Never try, never fail. No, wait a minute. May not have gotten that clean enough, I don't know. A little hot. Okay. It's not looking bad. I mean, there's a little spatter in there, but it's all held together as one piece. That one's barely hanging on, but the other ones I think did a pretty good job. That was a little porous. Probably tack these four sides and try to just get it, get as much weld in there as I can. Just kind of sticking welds wherever I can because it's so hard to get in here, and that keeps happening. Well, that's a lot nicer. I think this is helping my ground too. Backed off a little too far there. I tried to get all that oil off of there and there's just no way. Is this kind of like the little thing where if you don't know the knot, tie a lot? If you're not too sure, just weld the ever-loving crap out of it. Not too bad. Those should hold, I think. I just gotta keep going on the other side. I should do it like this. An extra hand would be nice. What? These were that way when I took them out. I don't know if it'll matter, but it's definitely not going to hurt if I put them in the same way I took them apart. But it might if I reverse it. I don't know what the torque spec is on this, but I'm thinking 1 or 2 Ugga-Duggas ought to do it. There's probably a right and a wrong way to do this, but I don't know what that is. Now it's just getting all this stuff to line up. Now this one piece can go back in there. Just like that. Easy peasy. All right, we got reverse, and then we got neutral. Reverse. I think that's high. Yep. And that is low. Okay. Ta-da! How much liquid refreshment does this thing need? I guess that's enough because it goes all the way around and gets everything wet, so I don't think it needs to be full. If I end up not having enough, something bad will happen and I'll figure it out then. I don't know. Five, 6 long ones. And 840 short ones. Oh, 839 short ones. All right, so it's another day. As you can see by my shirt keeps changing. I did have to open that back up and reseal it, and I put sealant all the way around it. No shortage. It's fully sealed the whole perimeter now, and put it all back together, torqued everything down. Now we're ready to put it back in. All right, let's get this thing in here. Oh, I did get that backwards. This goes like this. Aha. Now we're cooking. Now that'll give us some room in here. There we go. Sometimes these pulley systems are just too much to wrap your head around. What I should do is run it for a second and make sure that the shifter's working like it's supposed to. Key in, choke out, throttle up. Grab this so it doesn't fall. Working. Okay, time to put the rest of the body on. It'd be cool to have like an 8-ball or something on here. I saw another video of a kid who does his lawnmower stuff, and he put a yellow 1-ball for his shift knob. That's a good idea. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. This kid liked one of my videos and left a comment, so I went and checked out his channel, and he's got a whole series on fixing up an old Cub Cadet. And you know, we can help each other grow. So if you like this, be sure to hit the like button And if you want to see more, be sure to hit the subscribe, and you want to see every time I upload, because I don't do it on a regular basis, hit the bell so you'll get a notification when I put a new video up. I really appreciate it. This is a hobby for me. I'm not planning on making any money, but every time I get another view or a like, it just gives me a super dopamine rush, and it's kind of fun. So thanks, I appreciate it. Let's do a test drive. Well, I definitely need to make the drive belts tighter, because I don't have any low end power. I mean, the differential hooks up great, and now that I got both rear wheels turning, it works awesome. But like, I don't have any torque because those belts, that's in the sun, I don't have any torque because those belts are just slipping. So I need to make my clutch engage a little tighter, but it doesn't spin a tire now. I'm hoping you guys like this series. This has been a fun mower to work on. It's unique and much more to do. Maybe a clutch modification. I definitely need to upgrade the steering. Put a rack and pinion steering in it, because this factory steering is just so janky and so loose. Just doesn't have any power. All right, well, thanks for watching. Give me a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you would, please. So many people watch and don't subscribe or like. I'm guilty of it too. But man, does it feel good when you get a new subscription or get a like. Okay, that's it. Bye.